was your for your mamma. Good evening. Your mamma Jo. You did say, and I question so more ye. And ne that strong co. Ma yingina because without your papa mono, ye need opportunity be an as ye near Quenya San Kebeba Sasso. Inti, and now quite question than acquire Father's Day no. That's a special day. Na the man is special cry say if you hang in a member one a tray when she ear ready. Ye lazy film ye me film ye me guest film one as ne. Any member one a chef ya. Ye can see a channel one so I enso. Inti a seniors ni benyana moma canoso so aye. But then you know when the young Father's Day and come a janu na we are singing our more share sabri. Dromo bebree one fire massa so a enka yeni ha one fire and 2 year ma me no mu yefunu mu a enka omo tumi so 9 months e ma wo mo emewo ye nti happy Father's Day nkomo mu nyina especially me papa Augustine Kwabena Boadum happy Father's Day enkomo afi adwumewura yewura Julius Debra also happy Father's Day enkomo wonu Bismarck Debra ye papa no ma mo fia yen CEOs me ensane nyina ye me fia so me ma no post ba asabo ti fia mpanifo nyina mo ye mema nyina mo nyina ma mo happy Father's Day Ralph directors cameramen cheso bia enkomo but the dey tato dia ma mo ne se eya mo nya responsible ehu hia pa and ehu hia yen being a responsible father no ade ehu hia pa enti mo ji atomo no na mo ka atomo so say adwuma no mo be ye eden ba mo be ye amanafa ewusia ma makwa ba emra women on the front line jumedi eso ene enso eda foforo ya twedi ampode adom yen se yenhia na yeni enkomo ene ya first time a wo hwe ya na yenti jumedi na ni kakra nchew se jumedi bia ye ne ma titiriu enihia na ema ne mfa ho se bia wo panyi wa brewa ananso ya bayo an nyina atwa kowi ade baako because obia hyase no enyepe ebinu mo hyase yie ebinu mo anhyase yie enso binu mo modemo ama ma koma ni ebi mo so hyase yie bo ma koma ni mo asen ebi mo so koduru ba bi niema bi ye bibia ho but omo ekeka omo ho esan so gina omo na so nti niema hodo omo komu enyina na experiences a omo nya ewo omo na montuo mu growing up ebesi neya nyame adom ebi no mo yebeka se wo madru ebi mo so nam kwan so a omo eba omo nyina ne omo di nkomo ha na ekwan a omo nam so no ene niema hodo ebaye na nso omo tumi gina ye a omo penko omo anim no omo ne ya che na ayesuo no ede ama afofo ya eba nti ne no first time a wo hwe women on the front line na yedwumadie no eno no nti ye de ne ye nkomodie ye ne enua ma ye di nkomo ewo ha emeja wo mo ne ye che wo ma brabo mu nsem bebia wo mo free ene bebia wo ma ba bedru ebi mu nya nui nti bebia wo mo ekọ na kwan ne so no ne ye hia wo mo ne wo di nkomo eyeye ni ebetumi ne wo mo akwa ye ne wo mo akosi enwume manya era fefefe we are very young memfanisa young lady ene ene no eba bedi enkomo na oye young lady ne so nche se afi no wo hyase because position ekura no enye se be nkwala position eso pa adwuma wo ye no so ye adwuma che se ehia se be etire we se be ye adwuma because etire ne nya adwuma untumi enhwe saa ne ma nyina eso baransa na memo ho me guest no edin ya memeje so ene amapoma checheko miankono max natural mineral water kakramra ensuo pa edukromu nsuo akona kono ya wonya binomu a eboa ma obodwojo enti fathers mo nyina eja mo ntwe wife fo ne ma ne nyina metena mo nchen na ye ma mo happy Father's Day mo sumonom x natural mineral water ne bimra ne ba ebe introduce your guest at show ye basisia
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, it's free, fresh, natural, X, mineral, water.
still got it. Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Notice lately I've been drifting aimlessly.
Bids, the actual retail price is...
Cine, exclusively on HG Plus channel 115.
I was here for a more cover. Hi, TVX YZ. So, women on the front line, Jumedi, and na Yedebro and Nekwesi, and you may have been one by a more cover for Unibi, now on so much nase, is Sansia Babidi and Como, and walk as if he way as so. And you may yenya a rakama fefe pa, said him Kana Shasen or a young lady, and you know a Babidi and Como, Nidi and Eunice, Esenam, Alo. Eni no ebe kasa oye administrator at the KOD group na obecheyen KOD group no mimi hu ye na mfise bia me boss KOD a group e ho asem batechi me hwe na mo so da bi enya sa ba de person no ankasa e cheyen KOD group no de wo mo eye ene minim se enya adwuma baako na emu me adwuma ko e na wo makeka wo mo ho abom ena edi edin baako atoso said the oba ha say wo XYZ broadcasting na enkrabata ne ye bebre no saa na ono so ne de etie nti ono ye administrator e de ma ye enkrabata ne nyina ya ka wo mabom de o ma hye chiniye baako ase ese some free say hadwe akwaba
yeah
na etise
nyame adom
ho efe
that's
enti anyume ye ne ebe kasa ewo women on the front line jimedie eso ewo ha say ene ye ne ba bedi enkomo entai nsi se obehu se bia ababa wa kama ohwe ne fie bia me kasa me gese bia o 30 kwa ondu but okita sa position kese sa no efrihi fa na ebehwie ha ne da so ne sena ko be administrator ewo sa group yimo ananso so e de ne ba ya obedru ha se and then ye koyanim no die eniama bebre ho a ye be ka ho asmenwumenti me nko bebia ese KOD group ye adwuma kube
COD group and KOD group now
okay friend COD
yes COD
okay.
group
okay it's COD ne beboa
yes
okay.
It's a holding company a mother company I work 4 subsidiaries
okay
first one being C Capital Susu Enterprise as Edina is a Susu company yeah savings and for our customers.
Okay.
And I work in Tem Company Limited, which is a transport company that we deal in providing luxury transport services to our customers, be it boat rides, buses for kids to schools and all that. And we have Intenta Securities Limited.
Wow.
I professional investigations and protection services for any kind of whether it's CCTV services you need, whether it's an investigation, marital investigation, or whatever it is, we provide all those things. And there's our eco farms, so we have farms that provide fertilizers and things that to farmers when the need arises as well. Yes.
Tini nyina all I administrator.
Actually.
For nyina.
For nyina.
Me baby a ye me no bedi nkomo ye baby a o marital issues no ntimi investigations so. E kan nkofo bi to aben o si ye ene ye ba ho ye be ba ho we hear my na you huru ni eko ewo ho well eye afei ye mehwe code group wa me hunu eniema mo ye nyina se enkrabata nan na mo nyina ma behye chiniye ba ko ase yemfam free wa hyase yemfam rastro ya entire myself for habatene de ye be myself kakra be go back to udin de ye hunu but ye be kwa akohwe de aka no yemfam free. The name of my school is my mother's name is my father's name na yemfamra so ye pese ye hu ese eyi said you city a say na be describe you wache na say na be si ama ye hu no yie ye adwuma wo ye ne de aka na boso nyina agina nchen a so ye pese ye hu personality ana say nipa wo ye yi a say na be chichi mache.
Okay. As you said earlier, the name is Eunice Esinam Alo from an Ewe from the Volta region. And then and also a happy Father's Day to my father, Mr. Simpson in Kruma Agbodovo, who I thank him for all that he has done up to this point because it hasn't been an easy ride growing up. I have 2 siblings, so we grew up together. And also my mother, Mama Dinah, we all grew up together, taking care of us and all that.
Accra.
Yes, in Accra.
Okay, dear work. Accra have infant.
Tantra Hills.
Oh, okay. So what do you want? I can't sort of Tantra Hill, dear. Say, emuye. But said you was kind growing up. It wasn't easy. And I said, "Na enkoyisa."
Oh, I wouldn't say I had a bad place to live or something, but you know, challenges come up in life all the time. So it's not always rosy. But as our parents they always find a way around things. And then from crèche to GHS, I was in one school, Theorose, which was also in Tantra Hills.
School Bay.
Theorose School.
Yes.
Then from there, I moved to Holy Child in Cape Coast, where I studied business. So from there, I went to KNUST in Kumasi, where I read social work.
Nice. There's a hono. 2 no necessary no. You already maintained about 2 no dear matter.
And also what Tantra Hills also is a good school. Yes.
Bank I know maybe any nam ninti hodi nyante hono. Edi Tantra Hill de yate. But yes, interior ne de. You nyante into Care University and now acquire social work.
Yes.
Okay, we year ben
2020.
2020.
Yes.
Nti you fan say fear me ensani. And now we school. We na national service 1 year.
Me national service or Ghana Gas. Ghana at Dwaboase processing plant. Yes.
National service.
Yes.
Wow.
I was in the admin department.
Until we ya na nyame ya wadom na onye adwuma.
Me we no metna almost 1 year. Initially, after national service, you know how it is with companies. Oh, yeah, befamo and things, but I didn't want to rely on that because there was no assurance. So in the beginning, I have this passion to learn things on my own and all that. So I just decided to learn sewing. So in Zumahona meko ma maybe hose mpesemisia. But I think I was just there for a week. The way I now train, I wasn't so comfortable with it.
And I know all the atiatia ashim.
Oh, atiatia mom, but the way I understand things, I wasn't understanding her way of it. So I just decided to, I think once I just got up and went on YouTube to learn how to sew a skirt. I got my own machine, sewing machine, and then that was it. I just learned.
Electric one?
No, manual sewing machine.
Yes. Okay.
So I just started learning from there. So from that time, I guess, till now, I've been sewing. It has been
2022 and not 2021.
2021.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it has been a hobby I've been doing even till date. That when I have some free time, I've been sewing.
Na free time, no will be.
Kakra, you manage.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. And see, only a no na penny and now you get to.
I have 2 brothers.
2 brothers.
Yes.
2 na your ba.
Aye.
Now you catch.
Aye.
Hey, me ba. Ani otimi ode. Okay. Enti wo na oye ketwa na wo nua no mpanifo ewo ho. Yem fan free said you kan no life challenges ewo ho. Yemu bi obebre ho a eja yen ya na ye ti pempem wa na enam wiase. Na ye hwe said ye masiko. Efutuo ni fifre chie bade. But wo maame wo ho, wo papa wo ho, na wo nua no ewo ho. Challenges na wo boso ni bi ni de he. And then affected wo kwan be so. Is it time I will nyini banana will go through such challenges and I say after university adwuma hwehwe ni ade na go through challenges be ho asem na now.
Okay, so for that part I would applaud my parents in that part especially because currently my dad is a retired police officer and my mom is a trader. So they are a middle class parents, so they just want the best for their kids. So whatever they would want to do for us to get the best education, they just try to do that. So that's where I'll say sometimes it just gets challenging, but thanks be to God, it hasn't caused any break in our education since we started schooling. Yes.
Tumianum yina university.
Obiye
ya ye na dwuma.
Obiye na dwuma.
Kama o se ni fie hwede. Fie hwede fine. Yo. Ejafe no adwani ye ne Eunice Esenam Alawu ene kaso ya administrator de Maccord Holdings. Say ye nwumako nan na ya ka wo mo ahyechine ba akwa se de code no e de atoso. 2020 ene owie university nyame adom kwaye national service wie. National service yemu ya nansem bebre eba, especially looking at how beautiful said the Wesia obi bekasa wo hwan ya kono gidi say ye friend say we nomne ade ade sa no mo ka say I we ho akono example na me ye jai so to san yi ho akono ene ade and then Ghana gas so pa nipa wo mema wo ene ade. Did you face any challenges because day how your ba wo adwuma mu a ene marketing kiti bi ho a obe hyiehia wo adwumam ene ade wan hwe yi a na bia wakoye bibia ompese obeye announce bibia tisa. Did you at some point in national service munya hyiehia sign encounters maybe?
Well, I think I should say that my national service time I had a smooth ride when it came to this kind of issues because for the kind of institution I was working with there were men there, but it's not something that people would want to take advantage of you and then because it be our national service knee and those kind of things. So for national service, I would say people, obviously, since there are men there will be advances and all that, but it wasn't something that was so much of a problem. Yes.
Okay, do to me fair.
Yes.
Okay, and see, I feel you mentioned free where school, where national service. I feel I care, Juma. You share mobile, you be famo. I feel more we famo I ask him. At what point now we decide is okay? I feel me called for no one now cause share Juma na unya ya na so one be foul.
Me and na me cause share.
Okay.
So after National Service 2021, I was home for about
a year. Okay.
9 months, 10 months thereabouts, let's say, till somewhere June. Then I heard about an opening in Star Oil.
Okay.
So I went to put in an application, and from July I started my training to be a supervisor for one of the stations.
Okay.
So that was where I was till the end of the year, where I was facing a little challenges here and there. So I just decided to turn in my letter, and then I put in letters out to look for jobs, and I saw an opening to Accord. That was where I sent a letter, and thankfully I also had the job over there. So that's how it's been till now. Yes.
From in Koma did no, it doesn't look like you'll be a young fan say will give you up easily. Because you always finding ways would be maybe before for an hour. And then they see what kind of challenges was Star Oil. Then a Bama was resigned from a company I shared up apply for, and then I get you and I say,
oh, everything was good over there, but you know, because of the substances we deal, the products we deal in. So there were some health challenges here and there, which were kind of a limitation. So I just decided to, for the benefit of myself.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're more now say called opening, no? And
from there, yes.
Okay. Which is a FEM.
That was this year in February. Yes.
Okay. And you call her crunchy.
And che.
Have 5 months. 5 months.
4 months.
4 months. Yes. Wow. Wow. Ne e cost say
so far it's not been easy. Yes, I'd put it that way, because even in the beginning, the opening I saw for the job was for a secretary.
Okay.
So I decided to just put in my application for it because I saw myself fit for that. But I went in and then I was called in later. That's my boss wanted, my current boss wanted to see me. So I went and then they said the secretary position has been taken up. So where I've worked and my experiences and all that, they would want to give me the administrator role to take up.
Okay.
And it came in as a shock a bit, but I wasn't so shocked because I saw myself to be capable.
Okay.
And even though I didn't have so much experience in that, I was willing to learn on the job, which I've been doing even to this point. So I would say that for now, it's been more of learning things I'm not so conversant with. That's where sometimes the challenge. And, you know, working with people, you just have to understand everyone's background and adjust as such. Else, once you go and say something that might not be appropriate because of our backgrounds and all that. So it's been a smooth ride so far, but sometimes because we are working with people, you just have to adjust.
Okay, smooth. Me, I made because said you can and yet feel that was so much experience. National service now, no so Kwame sure say I Ghana Gas Administration Department no more so there was a woman administration, and then the companies for a whole administration.
I wouldn't say it's so difficult. The reason I'm saying it's a smooth ride is because I like reading a lot.
Okay.
So if Abia Bibi or or something, if it's something that I feel okay, it's something that I should know as an administrator, I'll just go and read about it and then try and work around it or contact my bosses for advice or something. So it's been a smooth ride in the sense that I've had assistance and guide as to which way to go. Yes.
Okay. You better back to our conversation, but me perceive you quite nearby. Growing up, no, now open your day.
Growing up, I had always wanted to work in the bank.
In the bank?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the inspiration for even doing business in senior high.
Okay.
But funny enough, I got to SHS and then for one reason or the other, I just hated accounting. It was, yes. It was one course that although I struggled to, and I was just learning for my exam. That was the only thing that was pushing me for the course. So I just felt
you write, pass, forget. Okay.
So I felt if it was something, a path I was going to take, it won't help the future because it's not something that I was so interested in. So that was where the diversion came in.
Okay. Nti hono e den biem na fe buy say okay. Say accounting na banking na enya maso a. Ba say nkrofo ye bankers a menye hwe so mu na na accounting na ana oma.
And also
but now person odo ho be kwa
I wanted to be in something that I had interest in.
Okay.
Not just doing it for the money.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Nti banking free hono e den biem na e wo wani so say person obey.
So thinking about it, I think when I was going to uni, I spoke to my brothers on the course I should choose, which I thank them so much for. And they just advised me to. Second year, Medinechino, or no so called University, but the first one went to Legon.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So they advised me to look into what drives me and what I'm more interested in. So I realized I like working with people a lot. So that was what influenced me to go for the social work course because I felt it was a course that was more about individuals. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Into one address sign.
Yes.
It's all better than social worker.
Yes.
Okay. Say social worker, the new social worker and into a new one away.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Enti eno na opese oye ena osesan na esesan no mostly ya na parents ya ha adwen wo sa ne ma no se bia wo mpese me ba ne yesi wo so yesi nti no se wo interest cry ni ho a na omo piapia wa se chinchina nti nkofo bebre home parents de omo parents pese wo mo ye no omo enenamu omo huso because yenya omo ma omo nye ne omo ankasa pe was there a time maybe o papa was like, oh, being a social worker dey bia na ni nye ho ana ma mi social worker dey me ni nye ho nti omo bibia na nka omo pese wo ye.
Well, growing up, my brothers and I, our parents have not been the type to force a particular profession on us. Whatever you decide to do, you go ahead with it. Their only problem was the fact that, you know, social work is not really a profession that is so known in Ghana here. So they were finding it difficult understanding the kind of profession. But once they realized that it was something I was so interested in doing, they just decided to let's go of that conversation and let me go ahead with.
How be a man, I say, almost a damn bisa be say a corsaya, I say, okay, my and yes, we want to. If I see a fair, where you ma we and we. You see nya emu detail you see, but you sure see a kind administrator no. Nkofo we bisa say den ankasa na administrator wo ye.
An administrator more like is more or less like overseeing everything that goes on in the company.
Okay.
BBA course in every subsidiary, I have to know what is going on.
Okay.
So any kind of payments, any kind of clients that we receive, or even with the employees, we have to go through all those things and be sure that it's in accordance with all that we are doing with the company's registrations, employee welfare, and all that. That's what the work entails.
Okay. And see, I feel was started almost 4 months in it. Also, BBI is smooth, BBI koboko.
For now.
For now.
Yes.
But do you foresee CB at some point in a bit me a DM?
I foresee challenges coming because the work, for the kind of work we do, different kind of cases come in at any point in time, especially with the intern professional investigations. We have a whole lot of things we deal in. So we have different clients coming in at every point in time. So I foresee things coming in that I haven't seen yet.
Okay.
Yes, but hopefully we'll go through it.
But then I will say who say bibi betumi asia na wape shield and say wape bibi a wo de say barrier bi na wo beto a say the be asa the corner start say by be blocking na emebo a bibi sa wo a waye ahead say wo de twen say bi in case bibi sia sa arrangement no ho nti en sheda nya much of a problem emma wo ne company.
I think the only strategy I've been using so far is to consult my bosses if I don't understand anything. Yes.
Okay.
So the best is to consult the experts for advice and not go according to what I think is fine and then in the end put the company into any form of trouble.
Okay.
So that's the best approach I'm using as of now.
Okay. I know some bebre, especially a ma to say wo age bebre wo kroma, they are also struggling say ombinya ejuma aye. Bebre now hard omo give you up easily any idea, but it doesn't look like oh sa spirit ni bi wo. And then a crowd me kind of say and then a motivate you and I said then inspire say even though say be a bibi banner a challenge na o ma ho kwan masade no and take you over nipedua and I say wadwene and I say bibi a wo ye, but still I move ahead.
One thing when it came to the job, hunting for the job and all that, one thing that was driving me was the fact that I am someone, I don't like being idle. That was how come after service, when I didn't have any plan, I decided to do the sewing to keep me busy. It was even the plan to go into business with it and all that, but thankfully I had a job coming in, so I just put it on hold. So I think it's something that everyone should be looking at to take that quality. Because if you're idle, definitely something will take your attention away. So we just have to find something to be doing to keep busy.
Okay, TBB aware or interest to no making sure so be sua sa de ye na waye. Ti say the ade pam ne de wajai.
Oh,
And I
still
will so
am
pam
here.
wow de.
Me go super.
But pam maye.
Me pam man crofo, but I'm not yet commercial.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Ti say ya wate ho ache.
Aye.
Ka se pam maya.
Me
Send
to
boy
me.
ne de.
Oh, there be.
Ye ba obeji e boko. Obeji e boko.
Aye.
Okay. Afi yen hwe yen fa stone boy nyom no emrem into the future. Looking into the future. How do you see yourself? Yen fa no. Yema ye ho de yen fa yema ye ho 2 years. In the next 2 years. How do you see Ese in the next 2 years?
2 years, in 2 years' time, I still see myself to be an administrator.
Okay.
All things being equal, I'll still be where I am.
Okay.
And then putting things in place to make the company better. Because I came to meet the company in a certain way, but the plan is to add up and make the company better. So I see myself putting those things in place to make the company better.
And you're bad. Okay. Ejafe yemra back to Mwajuma no. Baby a oka say where den na where challenging na ho na yebeba. Time investigations ho no. O say won crofobia ho mo adwene bi se me de masam kodan obi e wo say bia nipa na nyini because they have this perception say when nyini dey say be na wadwene so anyini enti you can easily help them solve a problem bia e wo ho. And then you deal with marital issues and all that.
Yes.
Has there ever been, say, a time, and but within 4 months, maybe will be a ba, also you, and then a many issue na small girl, ebe shema semana bibia mame, ebia basa, ebi maya, ebi ba. How are you going to deal with it?
Well, with my role as the administrator, I'm not the one who handles cases. Okay. Yes, I just see to it that clients get what they want. Okay. So we have experts in the company for whatever service we provide. So we have lawyers, we have counselors, we have ADR experts who handle all those situations. So there hasn't been a time where I have to deal with clients directly. Okay. So yes, there hasn't been any issue or instance like that. But we have experts who handle such situations.
Okay. And for friend who joining higher TVX YZ women on the front line and at your day every me just want ama poma chicheku. And you may yene Eunice Esenam Alowu and a castle administrator at my court holding say you make 9 and a shana say ya wono and our manage wo mo bi biomo dwumadi nyina ye ne no fiti ase wo na hyase en kwalabri mu ade bisi nyame adom fie nye baby e din bebre but e de ye wiase de ne marketing kiti be bom wo ya bra bom a atwetwe yen wo ne na nsoso no kakra wa fem wa we university wa ye no national service awie ono wan chese de emu bi tena fie che he no on de janiti ye owie after 9 months leja obesi wo dem onye adwuma obabi na nkoye so she left nyame adom we amane kese pa menye sure say she dreamt about it say ebi edebe boba be administrator said you can it was shocking but not enye bibi too surprising because baby ana ni interest wo nti ebaaye no na say ni na ba be hia pepepe yenhwe wo day to day routine you find so so ya no pa in a day as an administrator. How is your day like?
Well, as an administrator, my main concern is the company's welfare. Okay. When it comes to our registrations, when it comes to customer satisfaction, employee concerns and all that, that is what I am supposed to take care of. So usually I don't have a plan, maybe a particular routine that I have to go by. That's maybe 9 o'clock. I do this every day. That's not how it is. But as to what comes up in the company or what cases come up, that is what drives my activities during the day.
Okay. Yes. Yenfa from Efie ba?
From Efie, I wake up at 5, latest by 5. I'm up and then from devotions to preparations. By 6, I'm out of the house. Most of the time, I get to work before 7:30, although the reporting time is 8, but I prefer to get early so that I wouldn't have to feel rushed in my daily activities. Yes. So that is what I usually do. If I get there and then there's work, I just start with it till the end of the day. Most of the times, when we are supposed to close at 5, I stay back because ejumano, it entails a lot. And I wouldn't want to carry the day's activities to the next day. Yes, so I prefer to handle them before going on.
Metie o kase mu a ene nkomodi mu a ye beka se we disciplined. Eye entity from a fie ene ma o te sa na se sa na o te.
I think it's from my upbringing, yes, because from childhood, because of even aside my father's background as a police officer, I'll say my mom was even the strict parent in the house. So there was that discipline that was instilled in us. To school times, because of the school I went to in SHS, there was that discipline also there that I got used to, and it's something I'm grateful for. Yes, so that's what has driven me to this point.
We are Christian.
We are Presbyterian.
Okay. And also Kahobi. Yes. And I fear the
and also Kahobi because I believe in all things. God is the main factor. So even aside everything, we pray for strength and motivation on what to do and all that. So that is also a factor in what has been going on.
Ye one near my baby or why I see and so say ye yinia was ye yan sana. Sa question person be say your question be am sometimes he be say I'm very uncomfortable. Say ye baby some sa question no, but I know so we feel a bit uncomfortable, but say for the sake of your conversation in here. Your near my baby see and so ye person achieve and sana. So pressures from society, we are by you are yini or so you now worry now man money mano. Has there been a time maybe how when you drew 25, 26 or when you university when I started the tata no fee say you know wallet sana even kind you know worry and all that's near that day. Bibisa abada. And then, are you looking at it in few years to come? And you near my baby when you saw a person watch TV and sana, what be Jenny and Hoka?
I wouldn't say it's something I want to achieve before I focus on that. But let me say, left to my father alone, I'll be with him for a very long time.
That is girl.
Yes. So there hasn't been any pressure from home, especially to go into that. But it's just, I think it's just, I'm just relying on life to align in its own place. So there's no pressure coming from anywhere. And I'm not particularly waiting for any achievements before going into that.
Okay, because oncophobia, I think I read a story being shared. This Nigerian lawyer or your bar was your their marriage pa near what for now. Because when you might be when you say also year and then when you say qualify distraction, our years see a distraction in on home. But a near bar we okay.
I don't mind it.
About you okay?
Me okay.
Okay.
Me okay.
That is girl. Person be baby as well. We okay. Only that the veterans are.
Yeah, okay.
No so ewo. Enti e usia for ye ne eye era fefe ene ye no e kasa e wo men on the phone line dwumadi. So said e da ye ma wo ti ase no. E dwumadi a ye ne ma kasa na ye hwe eye enema wodo a wo mo eye de betumi aboa ye ama yetumi etu anamo no. Wo mo ne ye cha na ye susu ya fam wo futuo bi e de efrimo de ye papa no ebeboa ya na montuo ne ya brabo no omo de mayen ya na ya hwe or you're very young and then to say be a mekra manyini kakra ya me cheni be a 4 companies ye do mu nyina hyehye ba kwa se dem omo enkada bia me do adwuma me ho be popo ase pressure be to me so companies for one manage ni year or chino bi adwuma o ye ni ade but she looks so calm Chase adwuma no o man ne ho pressure bia wo na adwuma because onim se bibia ade chi a se wonti bibia se obebisa ame ya kye no na wakɔnanim wo saa kwan no eso menim se ema bebree of your age inspire to be an administrator like you are na nyesa mpo a they will one day handle a position to say wodie no but unse obi no ho no mo a ehu the word fear abe je a part of omabrabo aboso nti ade bia omo ye bia nke wo se bia omo open up na omo ye ni yie no fear na be take part of omo anamontu nti omo ntumi enye. How do you deal with fear any eniema hodo bia tete sa eno dampe spirit ni ade to sail through said be ya for omo so hwe na be hu how a utimi deal with them because obi how utimi hwe nkofo de so na omo nso aye omo de na mana aye pepepe even though enye pepepe te say de nipa na omo hwe no but ene no ebese. How do you deal with sa ene man kitinkiti we here no any etiwiase?
Well, first of all, I'll say that one main factor that should drive someone's work should be the passion.
Okay.
Because if it's not something you're passionate about doing, that's where the fear will set in. Because you'll be wondering that, what if I do this wrong and all that? But if you're passionate about it, you're not worried about learning from your mistakes, even though you make the mistakes. But that fear won't be there. So I think the main thing that should drive us should be the passion to do the work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as a young lady, passion ni mo any idea here. But obi so hard to say the can adwuma open no onya hu bi obabia enye obi anso na ohun ne ho se makọ university awie nti wo se misua ade pam and I say wo se me kopam ade. I mean how can a graduate like me, you know, I mean be so me na me wan afidie wan sa ankrofo no so omo dwen sa nti omo twen se ombenya adwuma kese bi ansa na omo akwakoye no then omo so beka che omo.
We should start small.
Okay.
Yes, because there's always a beginning to everything. Even for children growing up, there are stages in it. Yeah. Maybe someone you are seeing somewhere that has achieved something you are looking up to. You don't know the person's background and how the person started. So it shouldn't be something that we should focus on to achieve big at once. You should just start small from somewhere, because even that sewing, you might never know, because we have big time fashion designers right now that are making it. We have no idea how they started. But if we put our minds to it to go on that way, we'll be able to achieve bigger things.
Okay. Enti we futu ya odi ama yin especially ema no se ye behwe na enye ne kese ne hia obo ha onye adwuma ye kese bia ye expect say bi be hu so oye adwuma kese but da bia ne ho ye oye okay bi ekoyie ti say sister SCC ono in her corner apart from the ojiwo cord no efie de na oji ne nkaka na kra aja me do so kra chen de oji wo cord no ba so ba ha wanken no nti ye o se cord de no nko ana oji but efie de no so ewo ho eno ye nkaka wo ye no ewo ono an chambers nti se wonso wo bibi kakra wo ye in your chambers a me ma na nya o se bia da ben ne benyini da bera menyini ye nkaka de bia hyase no sa na tie but we hu ni suro ne sa ne ma ne film na ma passion di wani kan ya like o kan no ubetumi edro. Finally, Kransa na yebe wrap up your conversation. So yes, amra baby a wo ye adwuma no. E den na bi ebetumi me fan say den na ebetumi aba ma adwena sesa na baby a waka say no, I'm not doing this anymore. Me maybe.
I don't think I would ever get to that point.
Okay.
Unless the passion to do the work is not there.
Okay.
But there's always room to learn more and to do more. So I don't think I'll get to a point where I would say because of this particular reason, I'm quitting. Okay. Maybe it might be a health challenge, like how I said earlier for the previous company. That's one fine. But from where I am now, I don't think maybe something I'm supposed to learn from should be a limitation for me to say that I wouldn't want to continue.
Okay. For 4 months, only crofo be share. the question I may be sa Ghana gas, dear no. I want to ask sa question maybe moha. Has there been a time maybe a crop when be a ma edwuma na ye den ama say e bia wo de in your mind nka wo fa bibia aboko but e be no more attitude because obi ho a good manager pa and also a good boss pa but enkrofo oni omo yi adwuma no ene ma ye hu no as onye boss papa because of how a be no attitude city ene the way omo ye omo ne masifa. Is it challenging managing enkrofo in that regard or maybe I want?
I wouldn't say it's challenging because personally I don't see things that come my way as challenges. Okay. Because I want to learn from them as I just see them as lessons. Yes. So I mentioned earlier that the only thing is working with people because we are from different backgrounds and all that. Everyone has a different understanding to something. Because of the kind of environments we have at our workplace, we welcome everybody's ideas. But because of that nature, we have conflicting ideas sometimes, but we just have to find a way around it to make everyone happy. So I wouldn't say there has been a challenge per se, but you know, because of human nature. So sometimes because of conflicting ideas, issues arise, but we still
a stubborn academy or company be a more hard dream pa. Sankrofoni be who started here, what share be the one, and what share be one, how are you dealing with them?
I wouldn't say I've met some.
Okay.
Yes, because of also people's background.
Okay.
And then we screen our workers and all that to be sure that, okay, this is someone that I can work with. Okay. Even though the interview is not something that you get to know someone so much, but I think it's an avenue for us to get to know the kind of people we want to welcome into the company. So I wouldn't say we have such people there, else the company wouldn't have gotten to where it is now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so in the next 2 years, still now we as an administrator. In the next 10 years. And I still who as an administrator.
In the next 10 years, I just leave it to God and then life to take over, because growing up I had wanted to be a banker, but I got to a point and I realized that no, so I just leave it to God and faith to decide. And then my passion will also push me, but I don't mind being where I am though, because I want to better the opportunity that I have been given. So I don't mind being that.
Okay. Would you at some point commercialize at the PAM now way, you know?
Definitely.
Okay. And no, you're sure when him that be. And I won't you
before this year ends, we should start.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And see, may I sure see a better share be more Jumedi so any a share. It be a honor commodity in the basically on a depam no how I shall see any maybe a quack. Yeah. It's and you may ever das so by.
Okay.
I mean, shower my experience when you might be home. Administration, a Juman Wawa, and Nikakra. Ama yati me who said yes, and then how to deal with people. Say baby abe who be any pap bebre ne wo ho. Es no bia ne suban so bia ne na dwen. But mu nyina mo ba be share o baby baako. Baby a mo be share no e na wo se mu nyina mo te me ho ase e wo ho na e de asomdwe eba. Ama yate ho ase. And then what to your bebre, especially a man no wash him crying. I say ye ma passion no any anim. And then we should start small. Ye sha se nkakra aka nkakra se akoko ebe no musuo. Ti ono na no bom kokokoko be de obeme nti saa na e wo se nso ye efa nti ese nam ase chese
nyame etie
o nti nyame tie o papa na o ma e no mo do ba me sure say no mo pe oba ampa because remember me enu nye di kan saa de a oba no a minimum bi o se opa ewie no a wo mema nko abe de o me kai say ye ne ma me bia kasa ha wo so o ma 13 mema 12 na oba na ye 13 na otoso no nti saa na ewiase etie Eunice Esenam Alowu ona ne ne kasa e wo ye administrator edema eye code group na code group no eye nyume ko mako enan ene hyase si capital okay si capital susu enterprise and 10 times securities limited Yentem Company Limited and afe Cool Farms nti omom ye bibia bi o susu o pese oni omoto susu si a obetumi ene omade nkita ho mbeboa wo sa kwan so se oni obi te na nipa no aso ma wonhu ne niema mu yie nso na pese wo hwehwe mu a wo de bedan wo mu a wo mehwehwem e de amaw sa nso e na wo peka tu kwan anaso so kra no se bia school bus na wo pa na mu kwa yie bi mu pe bus a omo ye sa services na omo afu so ho nti nwuma no ni nyina ene ye de ahye ne nsa wo hwe ni nyina eso ono ne ne kasa ye enwumre e wo me no the phone line ni nyina besi ha ne adamase se mo ne yetna don hwe ba ko ntem ye so me na enwumre happy Father's Day biem en konfama eja no nyina ye damase se mo boa ye ma me nom na mo de ye ba wa asase wi so wo mo anya responsible ne de ya na o masem ye ma homete pa ye srew se wo beto se be wo pa enye easy na nyinsa ya bem na be wi na be yiwani no ha adwene nti ye nyina ye moa se de be ya ye ma no wo mo ebenyini no wo manyini yie eto da se emu paapai sa no a ena ya na de nsem bibiri ba se nyame amfafie na bia ba bia nkola no bekwa kodidi no nyame amfa ho na wamfa ne ma ntutu na kwamu afi na akwakọ ye nsem bibiri nti ene ye mu dai ye sere mu ada moma enenye hronko na efi ne de konsoso no obia onye na sede ye woso ye bia no wadama kokoye ne pepepe me fasidama eye director Raf afi ima neti ye sound man enwume afi kojo apia kwenu enso so eye ye producer extraordinaire Willie Sefa ewa ha Elvis ewa ha and afi Francis enso wa ha cameraman on duty and afi eye Lizzie go so adaroma on eye makeup kama ewa ha Alex ho Peter ewa ho Davis ewa ho mo nyina mo boabo adwuma ene de dwumadi ebre o wo hye o papa ha Father's Day ahase no obesa wo hye last one ana
last one let me wish my
your boss.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Kojo Ochidako, a very happy Father's Day.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And the boss, you're my happy Father's Day. Why? Wadaro ma share my why? So when you share na ye can yet the other one why wadaro ma. So for me dine ama poma cheche fasida ema extra travel na water insuo pa wo dwaso enti pebinom oba ye fie hanso a XYZ broadcasting ye wo su abebese street oba bebre wa ha enti bra na begibi na onso ne abusuafo nkoche no mo ye wo topono dwumade bia wudi abehia nsuo dia serve bia no bra ne ma onsuo ne bi ne fa kɔ serve ahoho na ebeboa ye de mo si ha na ne adamose nyame ya adom na wotwe senne kwesi ada pepepe nwumre no wotwe na yasa atena se na yasom enti happy Father's Day biem enkomo bia yakamo